Okay, welcome back. Venky's had reported numbers. By the way, the stock has done very well recently. And we have Mr. B. Venkatesh Rao, Managing Director of the company, joining us to talk about the results. Mr. Rao, thanks very much for your time. Good to have you here. Could you tell us a little bit about the big dominant business out of the three segments, which is the poultry products business? Revenues there have increased by about 10 odd crores, a little over 10 crores year on year. And same, I think it's about a 9-10 crore increase in operating profits as well. Can you tell us what's happening? What were the highlights? What explained the growth? Do you consider the growth that you've seen satisfactory? And is there seasonality involved in this as well?
I think the day-old chicks, broiler birds, as usual, and then you've got day-old chicks, broiler birds, and of course, in why it has increased is basically because the the communication between the sale and the market synchronization, and now you will see a little bit of a difference because of festivals coming, and eventually, of course, this quarter won't be as rosy as it is seen now. But till now, touchwood, of course, the rates have gone down a little bit now all over India, basically because of this festival season coming in, Shravanji coming in, things like that. But otherwise, the old chicks hatching eggs and broilers, of course, we're doing fantastically good last couple of years. And now again, the market, I think, the overproduction a little bit is coming down. But this will be, of course, temporary, I think, and maybe in a couple of months, we should again pick up, provided we have a metropolis expansion. Broiler and layers, of course.
Hi, Mr. Rao. Good afternoon. Your gross margins have been shaved off a tad. Could you give us a sense of how input costs are trending? I mean, what's the outlook for FY19?
Input cost looks good, ma'am, because this season the rains have been good, and I think there's overproduction of 15% in maize and 10% in soya. So this year looks to be very, very lucrative comparing to the raw material, with 75% of the raw material is feed, these two grains. So I think it is a win-win situation this year, but provided again we don't go over and over production.
In the poultry products business, margins have gone up almost 200 basis points year on year, Q1 19 over Q1 18. What is the big determinant which enables you, which gives you some room as far as margins are concerned? I mean, what is that variable?
Margins is very difficult according to the requirement of the market, if you say. We are exporting also to Middle East and other places. So it depends what realization you get and what is the low. If you, for example, if you say the Iran market, if you take what recently you are exporting layer products from other companies, it is a different scenario for the broilers. So it is very difficult to predict and tell you a livestock market in particular countries or even individual market, how it is going to perform. It totally depends on the production levels. And the margins, of course. If you have give and take, then of course the margin is going to be a little lucrative. Otherwise, again, you have bad time again coming, and as it is, the rates have been falling now.
Mr. Rao, just hold on to your thoughts, sir. Numbers coming in for Kaveri Seeds. It's not a very large company, but it's one of those very, very well-tracked stocks. And I think it's a bit of a muted set, actually. So margins remain unchanged in terms of EBITDA and revenue. There's just a slight bit of, numbers have come off a bit. And on the bottom line, it's just a mere 4% rise, actually, on a Y-on-Y basis. I don't think we had any estimates for it. But nevertheless, the stock just about holding on. It's gained about 11% this year, and not too many fireworks, I think, in this Q1. But let's get back to talking about the earnings with the management of Venky's. Mr. Rao, your debt has been coming off. I think as of March, it was, what, 230 odd crores. Could you give us a sense of what it currently stands at and what's the repayment plan?
I think it's, ma'am, repayment would be very difficult to tell, but within 2 years, we would like to close off the debts. But it's very simple that if you take the interest levels also, it is coming down compared to last quarter, and that's the reason also the profitability is gone up. So we're working very hard on the debts, and of course financial institutes, whatever we have to look into very strongly. We are expanding very meticulously, and we are paying off the dues more than expanding. It's, of course, expansion is there in soybean plants, vegetable oil plant, SPF technology, and elsewhere. Of course, we are expanding. You can put new plants, and next quarter, next year in mid, you'll see the results coming up.
Could you leave us with some guidance for the full year, Mr. Rao?
Guidance is, sir, it's very simple as that. I think expand according to the market. Humble request to everybody who are in the industry. Whether a win-win situation for everybody, whether it's competitor, whether us small farmers, big farmers, any organizations. So it is a win-win situation if you go according to the mantra of 10% layer and 12% broiler. And whether it looks very lucrative or doesn't look lucrative, but the mantra is this only, and you will get a good realization. Even the poor farmer will benefit. The main thing is that.
Mr. Rao, sorry, what did you say? 10%, 12%? What is that? What is
the layer industry 10% and broiler is 12%. So the egg laying is layer, 10% expansion per annum, and 12% is broiler chicken where we consume meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Rao, we'll leave it at that, sir. Thanks very much for joining in. So that's the management of Venky's speaking for us, but a lot of numbers coming through. I think even Sundaram Fasteners has come out with numbers. So what we'll do is let's take a very quick break. When we come back, we'll try and get some more details on some of these earnings. We'll also speak with some more managements. Gokuldas Export has posted a good set in Q1. So we'll have the MD, Mr. Ganapati.